So some procedural things I may be iffy on.
Okay, well, good to know. Well, the thing is usually I like to ask my clients to give me their version of what happened. But if your throat is sore,
No. I want to move forward on discovery. I'm just letting you know I'm a little hoarse. I normally have a much higher pitched voice. This is like a really deep throaty voice. Can you hear me okay?
Oh yeah, I can feel you. I can hear you just fine.
Okay. You want
to? So I have about an hour to speak with you.
Great.
So if wherever you want to start, just sort of explain to me. I guess you can start by explaining sort of why you went to city council. I know from the police reports it sounds like you and the three other people present wanted to make a statement about sex trafficking.
No, the statements are all wrong. And I just got off the phone with the director of G4S. G4S lied about me. The critical core lie is that I was alleged to have a dangerous weapon at city council, and that was the grounds upon which Engstrom and Waltz brutalized me, injured my shoulders, covered me in bruises, crushed my wrists, and ripped my neck brace off my neck. I have had a very severe neck injury since June 2nd. And they did not treat me like a medical patient. They should have sent me to a hospital, given the severity of my cartilage injuries on my ribs and my neck injury. So my mom has worked as a nurse down at MCDC, and she says procedurally they were completely wrong to brutalize me and deny me medical care when I had a pre-existing condition.
Okay. Did you see a doctor for this?
I have gone to Clackamas in Happy Valley, the sunny side, and I've been to Outside Inn.
Okay.
I will be seeking more medical attention, possibly even after we get off the phone, because what I find.
And have you looked into speaking with sort of a civil attorney who can bring a lawsuit about your injuries?
My first choice has declined. I'm waiting on a response from my second choice.
Okay, because, that sounds awful, but I think for us, we need to focus more on, my role is to defend you against these criminal charges.
Well,
and I think definitely these injuries are relevant, but if you're looking to sort of, bring a lawsuit against the city, that might be better addressed with a civil attorney, okay?
Yeah, and then one thing that I think is very important for my case is basically it was a failed sting-op with a planted evidence. If they're going to make an allegation, and it was John Chandler of G4S who's going to allege that I am brandishing a corkscrew, which my video evidence proves otherwise, I've got a camera rolling the whole time, then their next step would be to plant a corkscrew on me. After Engstrom brutalizes me, he taunts me about the corkscrew. And as if I had been accused of having a machete or a kitchen knife or any kind of dangerous weapon, even scissors, they treated me like a suspect for a security breach who has approached sitting governmental officials with a weapon.
All right. Do you know who they heard from about the corkscrew?
John Chandler. And if you open up the police file that you're mailing me, I got an advance copy from another candidate for this sting trial. I can actually email you. Well, I think I maybe emailed you my digitization. The one problem with our digitization is we were missing the Crooker file because my friend left it in his car when we went to Kinko's.
All right, and you're saying you didn't have a corkscrew,
right?
Oh,
of course not. Why would I want to go to law school? The mayor knows I studied paralegal to see if I liked law enough to invest in a law degree. I've just finished my 4-year. I've taken my LSATs. I want to go to law school. There is absolutely, I would have to be crazy to take a course. Plus, number one, I'm straight edge. I don't drink. I'm the most sober-minded, not on drugs person you ever met. If anything, I'm a control freak about being a vegetarian, being kind of obsessively clean living, sober-minded. So this whole corkscrew allegation is pretty. I mean, I used to waitress 10 years ago and use a corkscrew at my job to uncork wine for like $80 checks and stuff like that. It's completely outlandish.
Okay. So why were you at city council?
Well, I live in Astoria. You know that.
I think Austin did mention that to me.
So I drove in.
Okay.
I was borrowing my mom's car.
Okay.
I had stayed up all night watching Parliament, the Brexit debate. And I've been inspired by Parliament. I was inspired by a parliamentarian called Zach Goldsmith, who I had seen in a debate when I was in England a few years back. And he was such a powerful and compelling speaker, especially on issues of environmental concern, that I had it was a life-changing experience. I was in the chambers of Parliament in the United Kingdom, and I realized I'm the shy, quiet, sit in the background kind of person, but I would like to become more involved in my government. So around 2012, I began signing up for slots to speak on very interesting subjects that pertain to my studies in international law, such as torture, extraordinary rendition, honor killing, Sharia law, domestic violence, marital rape, criminal process. Like I frequently bring up Magna Carta, big philosophical issues about the law. And my speeches have included delivering a sexual harassment memo from the Central Intelligence Agency to City Council as an example of the kind of policy they need to have to prevent harassment and discrimination on the police force. Like my speeches are wide, diverse, academic, scholarly, frequently with piles of documentation, which I generously print out for City Council. They know me as that person. They know that I've brought a lawyer for a man who Jonas Fikra's lawyer came to one of my speeches. Jonas Fikra was tortured in Dubai because he knew Mohammed in the FBI case. Thomas Nelson is his name. So like I'm not like a small fry. I'm not an angry, loudmouthed, curse word, expletive person as they have tried to frame me to be. I have an established history that you can see on my web trail of my speeches, whether they're about environmental, usually women's rights. I'm also a rape survivor, and I made the very difficult decision to go public about my rape because I was unhappy about how it was prosecuted back in the east side of the country. And I speak openly about that. I speak openly about my post-traumatic stress from that.
So did you know the other 3 individuals that were there that were arrested as well?
I am the least familiar with Rob West. I'm aware that he has a sexual offender registry status. I've asked him about it, what happened. I've heard that whatever happened was with the DA's daughter. I don't have his phone number, his address. I guess you guys are going to mail me all his data.
I mean, what I want to know, the thing is, if you coordinated with them, or if you just went on your own, you guys just all happened to be there at the same time.
I, due to my post-traumatic stress, sit in the disability sitting place. I have for years. I have frequently sat beside Joe Walsh. I did not call him, email him, prearrange to be there. If you open up the newspaper and or the website, let me get some more coffee. Hold on a second.